Hey, everybody. We are doing our monthly mastermind. If you want to go ahead and join, you can join the mastermind live and have conversation with me today. If not, I'm just going to go over this topic because it's something that Becky and I put together for you. Becky, unfortunately, wasn't able to join today. She had something going on personally she had to take care of. So I am here with you. And it's something that is a really important conversation. And if you think you could add value to it, just jump on the Zoom link. It's right here in our Real Estate in a New Way group. You can just click on that link and join me here via Zoom so you can be part of the conversation, or you can chat and see comments. I can see comments here and talk with you live, whatever works best for you. But I wanted to talk about this topic that Becky and I brought up with you guys today, because it is really important. And, the reality is that for most of us, we're just looking at what is available to us now, what's right in front of us. But as broker owners or team leaders, we do have to be looking to the future. We should be looking to what is to come, and we should be starting with the end in mind. And we talk about that in business all the time, but do we actually do it? Most of us do not, because we're so inundated with the here and now. It's sometimes hard for us to move forward, seeing what is to come and how do we make those adjustments right now. But I'm not sure that there is a better time for you as a broker owner or team leader to figure out how you can adapt and make sure that you are staying in front of this changing real estate environment as a whole, not just the market, but the entire environment of real estate is rapidly changing, from technology to commission structures, to the way that the agents want to operate, to flexibility and mobility and virtual resources, to what a broker or a team leader really is needing to offer because of what the consumer, which the consumer for us is the real estate agent, is looking for. Of course, market changes, of course, economy changes, and just changes in the world in general. All of these things continue to make a difference in our overall real estate environment. And so how do we, as leaders in this industry, continue to adapt so that we can continue to thrive, not just survive, in the next 10, 15, 20, 25 years? It's a great question, and it should be one that you ask yourself, because if you start with the end in mind, you make all of these adaptations along the way, and that's how you do end up being proactive and thriving versus reactive and barely surviving. So there were 5 things that we wanted to bring up to you today. Please join me here via Zoom if you want to join the conversation, or chat in the chat box, and I will absolutely chat with you there too. But the first one is embracing technology. This is not one that is natural to many of us, because agents alike, as well as, of course, leaders, we get used to what we get used to, and we don't always like to adapt to technology. Technology is moving at a rapid pace, which means we constantly have to be adapting to it. It's another full-time job. So whether you do it, you have a staff member that does it, you have a top agent that is very technologically, active or knowledgeable to help you and the brokerage or the team stay on track, you have to figure out a solution for that. Embracing technology is key. Technology has the potential to make real estate transactions faster, more efficient, more cost-effective. And we need to, as brokerage owners or as team leaders, invest in those tools and those platforms that are going to enable virtual tours, virtual learning, online contract signing, digital marketing, video opportunities, social media, the list goes on and on. Reviews, testimonials, Google My Business is adapting all the time, but it's super important. Websites, ways that people can get to know you as a brokerage more virtually, standing out from your competition, and the list just goes on and on. So the thing is that we need to be able to adapt and adopt these things and not resist them. I mean, also think about all of the advances just in the last month or so with AI and big data analytics and other personalized recommendations and insights to clients that those things can offer. Are you using it? Are you helping your agents learn it? Because here's the thing, whether we like it or not, it's here to stay. If we don't adopt it and we don't help our agents adopt it, we are going to be left behind. So it's not a question of if you like it or not. It's a question of if you're willing to do what it takes to stay in the forefront and adapt so that you can continue to help your people. The second one is focusing on niche markets. Becky and I are huge proponents of this. For most of our coaching clients across the country, this is a key to their success. This is what we're helping our business partners across the country do. And it really is focusing on niche markets. Brokerages and teams can differentiate themselves by focusing on specific niches, such as luxury properties or commercial or vacation homes, first-time home buyers. Maybe it's just a hyper local expertise or niche. Maybe it is a service niche. Maybe it is a military veteran-owned business, and that is a niche. Now, remember, the niche, and I call it the niche, and the reason I say niche, I know it could be niche, I know it could be anything. I call it niche because I've always heard the riches are in the niches, and I believe that. So that's why I pronounce it how I do. But the reality is that just because you develop this niche, just because this is something that you market, doesn't mean it's the only thing that you and your brokerage or team does. Of course not. It's just a way for you to differentiate yourself and to be found among the masses of competition. But it doesn't mean that's all you do. But you do double down on that. You do become knowledgeable. You do become the expert in that so that you can get out there and you can be found easier by all the people. And then you can help people in all different areas. It doesn't mean you're only going to work with people in luxury, for an example. And there has been so much proof around doubling down on a niche in terms of branding and marketing, just simply to stand yourself apart from the competition, to be able to be found, that will bring the masses to you and will help you grow your business even outside of that niche. Okay. So what is your niche? If you haven't figured that out or developed it, I would highly encourage you to do that. The third one is providing exceptional customer service, creating wow moments, going above and beyond so that people are raving about you and your brokerage or your team. They're going to do reviews, whether you ask them or not. They're going to tell their friends about the experience they had, whether you ask them or not. We know that if we have an amazing experience, we want to share it with other people. This is a way that you're going to be able to thrive in any market, in any condition as things change. And so it is critical for you to figure out how to develop that, right? So despite all of the technology that is happening around us, real estate transactions are still emotional and personal experiences for our clients, right? Brokerages and teams can stand out by providing things that are above and beyond, creating a positive, actual, memorable experience for their clients, and they will continue to have business no matter what happens in the real estate environment. So how are you helping your agents create wow experiences, wow moments, going above and beyond, exceeding expectations, setting expectations and blowing it out of blowing their minds further than they ever would have experienced? You have to be the leader. You have to do that for your people and show them how they do that for their clients. So how are you doing it for your agents? That's a great question to ask yourself. The next one is partnering with iBuyers. I mean, rather than competing with iBuyers, brokerages or teams can partner with them to offer their clients a wider range of options. And so by working with iBuyers, as you all know, brokerages or teams can provide clients with quick cash offers for their homes while still offering traditional brokerage services. People are going to want this. And there are a tremendous amount of iBuyers out there right now, particularly with the shifting market. If you aren't partnered with an iBuyer platform in some way, shape, or form, whether it be through your brokerage or a third party, you are probably going to be left behind. This is a service your agents are going to need to be able to take into their listing appointments like the other people in the market that are competing against them. And so I would highly encourage you to start to research that and figure out where can you partner with an iBuyer, and how can you do that as a team leader or a brokerage owner. The last one, not least by any means, is investing in professional development. The real estate industry is always evolving. We're seeing it evolve faster than we ever have in like the last 30, 40 years. And so brokerages and teams really need to keep up with the latest trends, regulations, technologies, and just overall real estate environment. So you have to invest in ongoing professional development for yourself as the leader, as well as for your agents, to ensure that they're going to be equipped with the latest technology, the latest knowledge, and all the skills that they need to serve clients efficiently, effectively, professionally, and that they aren't missing big things in the industry, in the environment. that are going to put you at risk, them at risk, or quite frankly, just put them out of business, which means you'll be out of business too, because obviously the success of your agents is the success of your brokerage or your team. So how are you investing in that personal development? Are you hiring coaches to come in and coach your top people? Are you getting coached so you can bring that knowledge to your people? And are you investing time to coach them? Are you hosting trainings? Are you doubling down on the learning? Are you bringing experts in via Zoom, in person? What are you doing to make sure that your environment is very solidified around professional development? This is going to be a key for you to continue to thrive in the market to come, in the real estate environment to come. But here's the deal. Overall, adapting to changing times requires a willingness to embrace new technologies, to focus on specialization, to provide excellent customer service, to invest in professional development. You have to be able to adopt these things and understand as a leader, it is your job. Your job isn't just to recruit agents, retain them, and help them get into production. It's all of these other things too. That's why you've got to surround yourself with great people. You've got to leverage, you've got to find the right coaches, the right tools, the right partnerships, the right staff members, the right top agents to lean into, to pour into them and have them pour into your organization. And if you look at these 5 things and you find out how can you do these, who can you do these with, what can that system look like, you're going to be able to adapt in this changing real estate environment and thrive in the years to come. If you don't, I'm afraid you might be left behind. So however Becky and I can help you, please let us know. We would love to have an opportunity to assist you, to kind of do an audit of your technology, do an audit of some of these areas of your business and find some of the solutions. We work with broker owners and team leaders all over the country with all different companies, and we are looking at solutions that we can plug people into all the time. There's no one size fits all. It has to be something that makes sense for you, your business, and your agents. But you have to know what's out there. And if you can pull from our experiences, because we've coached and are coaching hundreds of people, and see what's working for other people and draw from that instead of having to reinvent the wheel, oftentimes it can be very helpful. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Join us next week. We'd really love to have more people join us in these live masterminds. We're going to go ahead and send out some more messaging to you so you can get it set in your calendar. I know it's a busy time of year. I see things that are picking up across the country with all of our clients and partners, which is great. We hope it's picking up for you too. But we also know that it's important for you to be surrounded with people who are doing what you're doing and to have these conversations. So we encourage you to engage in them and learn from them. And we know it's going to benefit you and your business long-term. So thanks for being part of the Facebook group here. As always, we'll see you next week. Have a great weekend.